Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and for a long time we've been asked to make a probing video. But here's the thing, I pop all my snakes, I don't probe. But I got some help here today from one of our Patreon members, Anna, who's going to do some probing for us and show you how she probes snakes. But you know what, there's a million videos out there of somebody sticking a metal tube in a ball python's butt, and you know, we're going to be different. So we're not going to probe ball pythons, we're going to probe rattlesnakes. Alright guys, so here we have one of our little rattlesnakes that just came to us. This was a wild caught one that was rescued out of a basement. But we literally just got it by way of Ethan Peterson and Ethan Peterson's reptile removal, or not reptile, nuisance animal removal, for all your local needs, removing snakes, raccoons, possums, and maybe even an ex-girlfriend you don't like. Give Ethan a call, he'll help you out. But he doesn't like to see these get killed, and obviously in the wintertime when he caught it in the basement where it was trying to den up, people didn't want it there. And so he brought it to us. So we're going to house it for at least this winter season, and we'll make that decision whether we want to make it a permanent part of our collection or not during that. We wanted to find out what sex it was. So Anna, this is where you come in. I'll keep you safe from the bitey end.
I appreciate it.
You check the back end and tell me what we got.
Okay, if we can roll them over just a smidge more.
Absolutely.
All right, so for this, there's different sizes of probes. But basically what you'll want to do is you go a little bit in, and then move to one side or the other.
And you got some lube on there, it looks like,
yep,
right?
I do. Some
Lube's
sterile
a good thing.
lube. Yes.
It's always your friend.
There we go, bud. You never want to force anything if it's not going very far, very fast. Try the other side. There we go.
It's not so bad. We'll buy you dinner afterwards.
So that's about all the further I'm able to go down. So down looks about 2, maybe 3 scales. So it's looking like we're a little girl.
So less scales equals female, more
Correct.
scales equals male.
Correct.
And the reason for that is because the hemipenes are hollow, so when they go inverted in there, you're actually going down inside the tube of the hemipene, I believe, correct?
Yes.
All right, well, you ready to go back to your home? And then we're going to pull out a big Western, and we're going to try this with a big Western too. So we'll be right back with another one in a tube, and we're going to sex two today. All right, it's a little bit of a fight. We got one of our big female albino Westerns that we just moved here to the reptile house in a tube. So as you can see with these tubes, the bitey end is covered up, so it cannot bite through there, so we're protected. No fear, no there. What we do to make this safe for the person doing the probe is I'm holding onto the snake at the tube, see there, and my hand to prevent it from trying to back out. Not squeezing it, just holding it, a little bit of pressure to make sure everything stays in place and the tube stays on and everything else. Now, this snake's a lot bigger. It's going to fight us a little more. I'm going to turn it over to you to do your thing.
All right, so I'm using a little bit larger probe. And I'll do the same thing. Just go in and up and then down. Okay. There we go.
Oh, wow.
And we're in. So you can pull it out as far as it goes in. And it looks like we're a male. We're good.
Oh, you're a boy.
10 scales or so.
I wanted you to be a girl.
There you go.
I wanted you to be a girl.
Oh,
However, there is
sorry.
a sexual dimorphism in rattlesnakes too. Now at this size, you need a probe to tell for sure, but males are bigger. So like we talked about in our anaconda videos with anaconda females being so much bigger, typically in ball pythons females are bigger, but not always. Rattlesnakes are the opposite. So the males get much bigger than the females. So this one could still add some size. Because it wasn't super huge, I was hoping it'd be a girl. But it's pretty good size. It could get actually bigger now. But if you look, it's also going to measure length. That's a pretty good size Western, guys. I mean, yeah. She's actually bigger than I thought she was when I got her out. So we're going to go ahead and put her back in. Hopefully she can slide through this probe. And once we get that done...
The tube?
Sorry, the tube. You know what? Before we do that, why don't we do this? This is always a good time to do a little cleaning. Make sure everything's looking good in there. And then when I put these back in, there's no point in working with the cage wide open. I mean, this is all area that then the snake has access to. So if I can run it down to a small area, put the snake in there,
It's gonna go through.
that may go a lot better. Especially if, in this case, which I'm dealing with, we probably should have went a slightly bigger tube as thick as a snake is. So what we're going to have to do in this case is take the snake out the tube the other way, which is not going to go so well. So what we're going to do now, because it was too tight for the tube, is, here, Kurt, come around here so you can see this, because we don't show this very often. Basically, its body was too thick to get all the way through the tube, so I couldn't let it crawl through. So I've had to back it out. Now I'm going to put the bottom down, let gravity help me. I'm just going to let go here. Got a little bit of a pinch, so I'm still holding on. Then I'm going to let go, let the snake slide out. So that's problem solved there. Snake is out. We'll open that part way. We'll get our tools, and we're going to put this snake back in. Again, I don't need a big open space. I'm going to show you why. Because we're going to pick this snake up with what's called a hook and tail method. So we have a hook and a tail in there. We're holding the tail hook on the body part. I'm going to get it started. And once it's started, that beeping is because the top of the cage is open, let the temperature out. The snake will nicely go in there. Really gentle, really easy, not too difficult. Then we use a tool. Slide the cage closed, and we're done. Almost. Never forget one thing when you work with these, because there's other people that come in, everything else, always, always, always lock it. All right, Kurt, any questions?
Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to probe a few more rattlesnakes. We'll probably do those over on Patreon. So if you want to see a scaleless snake get probed, I've personally never seen that in my life, you should be on Patreon, because that's where we're going to do that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.